Welcome. Hey. How's everyone doing? Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, thank God it's Friday. Tell me about it, Branson. Oh my goodness, you have no idea. Oh, hi everyone. Hey. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's well on this fine Friday. Okay. Ooh, someone's cooking dinner. I just put mine in the crock pot to cook myself because I'm starving and my girls are gone. So I'm like, I need some real food. So I'm cooking up some meat in the crock pot. Hi, Glendale, Arizona. Someone's watching me way up in the air. That's crazy. At 37,000 feet, it seems. Whew, that's a long way up. Okay. Roddy Piper died? Really? I didn't know that. Oh my God, that's so sad. Why are you guys telling me this? I was in a good mood. Oh, that's really, really sad. I'm sorry to hear that. I liked Roddy Piper. Okay, so no chicken nuggets. No, I don't eat like Derek. I try to eat somewhat healthy, or I've been trying to eat somewhat healthy. Whatever. You know, I'm not so great. Someone asked me to please post my address again. Here it is. It's 328 Green Pond Road, P.O. Box 273, Hibernia, New Jersey 07842. There it is. Someone asked where Carl is. He's in the living room barking at his shadow. Oh, I feel bad for him right now. You know, in the summertime, sometimes his skin allergies get really bad. I don't know if you guys know this about bulldogs or not, but a lot of them have really bad skin allergies, and he's one of them. So he's on, like, this super special diet of food that costs me a small fucking fortune. And then even then, sometimes his skin gets really bad, and so I have to wash him with this like antifungal shampoo, and then he gets all itchy and he itches all of his fur off. So right now he kind of looks horrible, like he's got the mange, because he just literally last night itched like half the fur off his back. He's a pill, I swear. He is such a pill, and then it makes me sad because I'm like, no, don't. Oh, there went all your fur. And it's when all of his fur gets, like, when it grows back in, he only lets it stay that way for a little while, and then it's all gone again. It's like he just does, it's almost like he wants to be bald. I don't know. Okay, so, last time I talked to you guys, oh my God, last time I talked to you guys was Wednesday, right? Yeah, Wednesday. And I said, oh, I've had such a busy day, but tomorrow, Thursday, is going to be my easy day. I don't have anything planned. Garrett the goldfish died. I don't have anything planned for Thursday. I'm going to try to relax, take it easy. Oh, no, nothing's on the itinerary. I don't know why I said that. I cursed myself. I fucking cursed myself because Thursday came around and all of a sudden, my day exploded, like just like an atomic bomb went off, and I had to clean up all the pieces. So my day yesterday was exhausting. I'm just gonna say, by the end of the day last night, I was just like, oh my God. Oh my God, what happened? What happened? I didn't even get around to doing a Periscope yesterday because I was so busy, legit, I didn't have time. I honestly did not have time. So, here's what happened. My brothers got into a big fight. My brother Saban's living with my brother John. They got into some kind of big fight. And so, I got to play therapist for most of the morning, trying to talk both of them off the ledge, because they're both acting, well, they just weren't seeing eye to eye, and they just needed to have some explaining done to both of them so that they could see the other's perspective. And so who got to do that? Me. Primarily because I'm one of the few people that can talk to Saban, because I really kind of get him as a person. So I talked to him a lot yesterday and tried to make him feel better because he was having a real shitty day. And then then my sister Sabina called and she's like, oh my God, our brothers are fighting. What should I do? And I'm like, just relax. Christ. So they were exhausting. That was half of my day. Like half of my morning / day up until like 2 in the afternoon was spent dealing with complete, unexpected family drama. But, you know, my brother Sabin just moved out to Colorado, and he's looking for a new job because he was doing interior design in New York City. He was very successful. He's one of the best interior designers I've ever seen in my life, and I'm not even saying that because he's my brother. He really is. He really is an amazing interior designer. And so he moved out to Colorado because New York was just not, just wasn't the city for him anymore. You know, when you live in New York for a long period of time, eventually it just kind of wears you down because it's a hard city to live in. It's expensive. The people can sometimes be not so nice. And you know that saying, if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. There is a lot to be said for that. And then once you make it, sometimes you want to just be like, okay, I made it. Now can I go relax? Because it takes so much to make it. And I feel like that's kind of where he was at. So he moved to Colorado to live with John, and I had this idea that I wanted them to become the new Property Brothers. John selling houses and buying houses, and Sabin doing interior design on them and like flipping them and making them look amazing, because I'm telling you right now, they'd be so fucking good at it. So I'm like trying to convince him. So anyway, Sabin's out in Colorado. He's looking for a new job. And here's the thing. As someone who is also looking for a new job, you know, Sabin and I, we're on pretty similar career paths in that he got his job with a really famous interior designer in New York City about the time I landed my job at Sirius. And, you know, and then he lost his job about 6 months to a year before I lost mine. But let me tell you something. In the course of 10 to 11 years, 12 years, a lot has changed in terms of how you find a job. It's not the same as it was for me 12 years ago or for him, you know, 10 years ago. And so there's a bit of a learning curve. Tyler wants to know, do I still work at Sirius? No, I do not. My show is canceled. Hi, Nikki's dad. So it's a very different world out there in terms of finding a job. You know, there's things like LinkedIn. That I don't even think LinkedIn existed when I was looking for a job at Sirius. There's all this new online stuff, and almost all jobs are found online or through networking. I mean, it's crazy. So Sabin is older than I am by, 10 years. So for him, he really kind of feels, I think, a little bit like a dinosaur in this world of trying to find a job. And so it's kind of, I think it's impacted his self-esteem a little bit, as it would for pretty much anybody. I mean, shit, I know how that feels. And so, he didn't even know where to start. Well, luckily for him, I just lost my job, and I'm like, oh my God, here's what you have to do. Here's who here's the sites you need to go. Here's where you put up your information. Here's where you do this. Here's where you do that. And he's like, oh my God, I never even thought of these things. And I'm like, I know. Now get to it. So I'm helping him do a little bit of that. So yesterday, I want to kind of show him that there are actual job opportunities where he's at. Because I think he was like, I'm never going to find a job. There's nothing out here. And I'm like, there are. You just have to know where to look. And it's not the same places you looked before. Because legit, he was looking on Craigslist. And while Craigslist is great for many things, and it did help him land a great job many years ago, it's not necessarily the best place to go looking for a job. It's not a bad place, but it's not a great job. Thank you, for explaining to Tyler why our show was canceled. So, anywho, so now here I am without a job. My brother Save's without a job, and we're trying to help him, and in the course of it, maybe create some good karma for myself. I don't fucking know. So I spent a good chunk of my day yesterday researching jobs, not for me, but for my brother, because I wanted to show him that no, they do exist. They are out there. And then I had to talk him off the ledge. He's like, I don't know all these modern technologies and blah, blah, blah for the new interior designers and this certain software type and blah, blah, blah. And I said, listen, it's great that, they want this stuff. I said, but more than important than that is they want a good designer. And I'm like, yes, I'm sure they would love those things in an ideal world, but they could get those things in a young kid, but not necessarily have any experience in dealing with clients and so on and so forth. And I said, trust me, your skill set is more valuable. So I had to convince him of that kind of stuff too. Oh, it's very hard. So that's how I spent the first half of my day. Then I had to spend some other time working on some Derek and Romaine stuff. So, as you guys know, the Alaska cruise has been announced. We are doing an Alaska cruise in the summer of 2016, so next summer. August 28th is the date that we sail, and we come back on September 4th. See, I've learned it. And so, of course, when you announce a new cruise date, people want to book, because why wouldn't they? Of course, people want to come with us. So, Derek has been getting all of these cruise forms for people who want to book on the Alaska cruise. And he's like, oh my God, there's so many, I can't keep up. And he's like, will you please help book some of these? Now, I will be the first to admit, I suck at the booking part. I'm not as good at it as he is, because he has all the numbers memorized, and he can tell you exactly how much a balcony cabin's going to cost you, and he can tell you all the current promotions and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like picking and choosing and trying to figure it out. It takes me a little bit long. So, anywho, I'm like, yes, I will help you. So he sends me a bunch of forms for people I needed to book. And so I start calling these people up, and I'm like, hey, it's Romaine, calling to book you on the cruise. And of course they're all like, holy shit, it's Romaine. Because no one expects it to actually be Derek and I that are making the calls. But that's what we do. We do it all. So then I spent a good chunk of my time the last couple of days booking cruises for our listeners for the Alaska trip. And then in a couple of days, Derek and I have to switch gears and start getting all the final payments for the cruise coming up in November. A lot of work there. So I did that for a while. And then the other thing that I had to do, so as you guys know, we're actively trying to find a new home for the show. Like, that's something that, we're trying to do. But it's not like you just go to a radio station and say, give us a job. We want a job. You have to talk to agents, and then other agents, and then management, and then you have to give them a one sheet about your show and a resume, and then you have to give them audio clips, and it's a lot. And here's the thing. So we had to get someone some audio clips. And back in the day when we needed audio clips, we just say to Katie, hey, Katie, can you pull a couple audio clips you have in your audio clips file and, send them to me so I can send them off to so-and-so for such and such? Well, Katie's not here. I can't call up Katie and be like, hey, Katie, I know we don't work at Sirius XM anymore, but can you make us some audio clips? I mean, I could, but I'm not going to do that. So, of course, I had to, figure out how to do this. And I haven't downloaded any new audio editing software yet because I've been busy. And so, of course, I need these things, but I haven't done it. So I'm like, fuck me running. Luckily, I found some stuff, and I was able to make it work. And so and of course I'm doing it on in my iTunes. I'm trying to figure out how to make this shit work. It's like, oh my God, I'm a nightmare. But I was able to get it done. So I was pulling audio for this thing that Derek and I are working on. Cross your fingers, kids. And so I was doing that yesterday. And then you would think, oh my God, that's so much shit. You're doing so much. Why are you working so hard? Why indeed. Then I had to work on Iris's project. You know, the secret project that I can't tell you about? I promise I'll be able to tell you about it very soon. As soon as I complete one more thing for her fucking secret project. And the thing about it is that her secret project is a lot of work. Not a little bit of work, a lot of work. And for whatever reason, I have been selected to be the person who manages a lot of this work because I'm just going to say because I'm the smart one. And I understand things that the other people involved don't understand. And so they're like, will you do this because you totally get how to do this? And I'm like, motherfucker, I've got all this other shit I gotta do, people. But of course I say yes, because my wife gives me those puppy dog eyes. It's like, please, will you please help me? Please, 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 please. And then I'm like, of course, I love you. Of course, why? I've got all the time in the world, sure. So guys, this is what my life has been like for the last 2 days. 2 days of craziness. I'm telling you, 2 days of craziness. Just pure, unadulterated craziness. I'm exhausted. All I've wanted to do, because I've had this, I I upgraded my 360 because I had a really old shitty one, and I've had my new one in the living room for the last few days, and all I want to do is like turn it on and play some Gears of War with like my now amazing quality, screen, because my old one was literally connected with the RCA cables, like the red, yellow, white ones. Oh, so bad. Not even high def anything on my big 70-inch TV. It looked like shit. And all I want to do is play some Gears. I want to kill some shit. I want to blow some shit up. I want to look at how amazing it looks on my TV now. And I haven't been able to do it all week. All fucking week. I want to go back to, like, Monday when I was sitting by the pool. That's what I want to do. I just want to go back to Monday, that day where I was sitting by the pool, and I thought, oh, this is going to be the best week ever. Oh, my God. Yes, the analog cables, they suck. And I cannot wait to use the HDMI cable that I now have my Xbox 360 connected with. My God, I'm telling you guys. It's a crazy week. So, tomorrow... You think tomorrow is Saturday, right? Oh, thank God it's Saturday. It's the weekend. I couldn't possibly be doing anything work-wise. I'm not. Tomorrow I get to go to two 8-year-old birthday parties. One at noon and then one at 2. I can't believe you're just now getting HDMI. Listen, I have been playing on a first-gen Xbox 360, as in the one that was sold on the very first day. It didn't even have the capability of doing high def. Didn't even have it. That's how old my 360 is. And I loved it dearly. Okay, so I have 2 birthday parties tomorrow for 8-year-olds. And they suck. I hate kids' birthday parties. I hate them so much. And Iris always gets out of them because she always works on Saturday. And I always end up having to go to these fucking kids' parties. And it's not even like it's the kids' parties for the kids whose parents I know really well. It's for Romy's regular school, not her daycare. So I only know these parents kind of well. And now I get to hang out with them all afternoon. Crazy. So I'm going to do that tomorrow afternoon. And then, when that's done, we're going over to our friends, Jeff and Lauren's house with Dylan and Cody. And we are doing an outdoor movie night, which I am actually very excited. Because the movie is going to be oh God, the one with the tree. What, Gru or whatever his name is. Guardians of the Galaxies. We're going to go watch that movie outside with a projector on a big screen in the backyard with a campfire. It's going to be really fun. Iris is going to bring us a giant bag of popcorn from the theater. She doesn't know it yet, but I'm going to tell her she has to. Group, yes, thank you. And so yeah, we're going to watch movies. And then Iris and Romy are going to pitch a tent in our friend's backyard. They're going to go camping. I am not going camping because I don't camp because that shit's for the birds. And I will be coming back home because someone has to let the dogs out. We can't leave our dogs alone overnight. That's just not right. So I have to come home. I have to take the dogs out, let them pee and do their thing. And then I have to go to sleep. And then I have to wake up in the morning and I have to let the dogs out again because that's important. And feed all the animals. And then I will go back over to our friend's house for camping breakfast in the backyard. That's the plan. That's the plan. But I'm so glad I don't have to camp. Oh my God, you guys don't even know. I hate camping. I hate it so much. And have I told you why I hate camping? I don't know if I ever even told you guys why I hate camping, but here's why. Many years ago, like, oh my God, 2000, 2001, somewhere in that range, I participated in an AIDS ride, and I was working as a member of the crew with my girlfriend, the redhead that I never say her name because she's such a cunt, I don't even like her. So she and I were working crew. My brother Saban and my sister Sabina were riding, and it was from Washington, D.C., or from North Carolina to Washington, D.C., or the other way around. I think it was from North Carolina to Washington, D.C. I can't remember. And it's a super long ride, and you had to camp overnight at all of the different locations. So the first night went fine. I don't like camping. I didn't sleep great, but I got enough. The second night, this gigantic storm rolls in. And it was like walls of water, just entire walls of water just poured down. And of course, all the tents are set up out in this giant field, and you can literally watch as this wall of water is just descending upon everybody's tents, and everyone's running to their tent and hiding and, you know, in their tents. And the water is so intense, like the rain is so intense. And these tents that they had us on had no waterproofing whatsoever. So you went inside. It was like you weren't even inside anything. You might as well have been standing outside the tent because the water was just crashing in on you. Now, we were lucky because for whatever reason, I had read something that you should always bring like a waterproof bag, like a big waterproof bag. So we had like this laundry bag that was waterproof. And all of our clothes and stuff were in there. But of course our bed was all set up, so like all of our blankets got soaking wet. It was, I am not even kidding, the most miserable night of my entire life. I did not sleep. I don't even think I slept for a single second that night. I was wet. I was cold. Oh God, it was so fucking cold. I was freezing cold. It was miserable. It was so miserable. And you had to be up in the night, like at like 4 a.m. It was so bad. It was so bad. And the next night, we were supposed to camp again, but it was raining. And so they're like, oh yeah, we can't do this to people again because they're going to kill us. They're going to kill us if they make us, we're going to kill them. We're going to kill them if they make us sleep in the rain. And so they instead took us to like a high school where we got to sleep on like the gymnasium floor. But here's the problem. All of our stuff was still wet because all they do when you pack up is they throw all your shit in the back of like a big U-Haul and take it to the next location. So even though you're indoors for the second, third night, whatever, everything was wet. Everything was miserable. Everyone's in this giant room, so you hear every person who's snoring. It's, oh God. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it for as long as I live. And this is why I will never, ever for the rest of my fucking life go camping. You want me to go camping? I will go glamping, where I have a bed and a shower and a cabin and a flushing toilet. Like, I don't need a lot, but I do need some bare minimums. A bed, a flushing toilet with a door preferably, a shower, running water, just the simple necessities. And don't even get me started on the fucking bugs. Oh God, no. And Iris and Romy are like, we can't wait to camp. And I'm like, have at it. Good luck. Don't die. I hope a bear doesn't eat you because, you know, we do live in New Jersey where there are a lot of bears. So when they get eaten by a bear, and they might, I won't feel bad. I will be happy that I was not in that tent because everyone knows if I was there, I'd be the first one to get eaten because I'm the slowest. So yeah, there's no camping for me. No, not happening. But that is on our itinerary for tomorrow. Whew. Okay, so I've gone over all that stuff, what I've been up to. I do want to remind you that I have a P.O. box. Here's our address. We are collecting postcards from around the United States for Romy. Sadly, she's not here tonight to see all of the postcards and everything that have come in, but she's been seeing them when I pick them up, so don't worry. She has already seen most of these. But it is time for What's in My Box. Let me do it first. I'm going to jump off the screen for a second because I want to put on the latest addition to my hat collection from Trucker Giddy. Hang on. Let me get it on. It's got sound effects. Hold on. Oh, I think you guys are going to love this one. Woo! Look at me with my Jingle Bell hat. Are you jealous? You should be jealous. I love it. Woo! I'm like a porcupine on crack. Okay. All right. So let's see what's in my box. It's quite full today. Let me see. I have, as you can see, a lot of postcards. All right, let's see. The first one, we have a couple of them actually from Oklahoma. One from the Oklahoma City National Memorial, which actually looks really cool. I didn't know much about this, so reading about that was pretty cool. That's from Mel in Oklahoma. I believe this other one is also from Mel, which is super cute. Look at those prairie dogs. True story. When I was a kid, my dad used to take us out for hunting practice, and we used to shoot prairie dogs. I know, it's so mean. I always used to feel so bad. But boy, they go when they blow up. I know, I'm a bad lesbian. I shouldn't even tell you these stories, because now I'm going to get lesbian hate postcards. Okay, I know, it's disgusting, Sumter. Okay, up next, we have this really cool postcard from Washington, D.C. You know, I used to live in Washington, D.C. many, many years ago. And this one shows the scaffolding that they put up around the Washington Monument, which I have to admit does look pretty cool when it was up. It almost looks cooler than the Washington Monument without it. So, anyway, that's a really cool, and that's from Ryan. Someplace I've never been, but I always wanted to go. This is my next one. This is Mount Rushmore. I love seeing what it looked like before and after. That's pretty kind of cool. That's actually really cool. And you know, it's so funny because Mount Rushmore is in South Dakota, which is not that far from Wyoming, and yet I've never been. And I'm kind of surprised. So, you know, I'm actually thinking about taking a road trip, out to visit, my brother John and my brother Saban. I think I might go to Mount Rushmore on my way from here to Colorado, because why not? I got some time. It'd be kind of fun, wouldn't it? I think it'd be kind of fun. Okay, so that one, I'm sorry, was from Brad and Chris. And this was from their last stop on their road trip, which I think is really cool. And I have very much enjoyed your postcards, so thank you so much, guys. Okay, this one is from Kathy. This is from Portland, Oregon. This is your first postcard from Oregon. I was lucky enough to meet you and Derek when you visited our city during Portland Pride a few years ago. Thank you both for making us fans happy in Google Hangouts every Sunday. Really enjoy your video posts too. You're great. Will cherish my DNR window decal forever. Good luck on the future job hunting. Thank you, Kathy. I remember Portland Pride. That was actually a really fun Pride, and it was a city we really enjoyed. I think because it's a city that is kind of made for Derek and Romaine, in that people wear a lot of t-shirts and hoodies, and they're pretty cool and relaxed, which is pretty much us. Okay, we got one from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, right here, and this one is from Randy and B. Herbert. Randy and B. I'm just going to say Randy and B. Anywho, there you go. That's pretty cool. I dig that. I do like Pittsburgh. Derek likes to go to Pittsburgh Pride. That's one of his favorite Pride events. Okay, then we have one from Steven. These are actually really cool. I like these ones. So they're Las Vegas postcards, but they've got glitter on them. I don't know if you can see it, but they got this really cool glitter all over them to make them sparkle. So there's one. And then here's one. I love them. They're really, I just love all the glitter, which of course, you know, my daughter, anything that glitters and sparkles is awesome in her book. So she was very excited about the glittering Las Vegas ones. And then I got a very nice card from Deb and Cindy. Let's see. And this one actually is for Romy. It says, Romy, I hope you had a great birthday. I loved your singing. Keep it up. Your friends at the other ocean, Deb and Cindy. Right, so there you go. Thank you, guys. Romy did have a very good birthday. We also have one from Omaha, Nebraska. Nebraska is like the most boring state in the whole wide world to drive through, and it feels like it takes 12 years. Just saying. Romy, I hope you're having a great summer. Thought I would share a shot of our fine city home to the 2016 Olympic swimming trials. Have fun. That's from Jason. Someone asked where they can find info on the Google Hangout I mentioned. If you go to my Facebook, facebook.com/Romaine Patterson, I usually post the info up on Sundays, and then at the appointed time, you just click on the little link in the post that I do, and you can check it out. Some people watch it on YouTube, too. You can watch it either way. My hat's jingling. You know you love it. Okay. All right. So this one made me laugh. It says, if you can't make it to Stonehenge in the UK, Nebraska has an alternative perfect stop on a cross-country trip to Colorado. That's ridiculous. Those are cars. That's just silly. Oh, my God. Okay. I don't know if I will stop there. But maybe. You never know. Okay, this is from Kansas. I like this one because this one made me think of my mom. She used to have a dancing flower like this with little sunglasses on her desk years and years and years ago. Okay, it says, hi from the Sunflower State. Miss hearing you on the radio, but love the Periscope videos. See you on the cruise in November. This is from Joe. Joe, I can't wait to see you on the cruise. It's going to be a very fun one. I am very much looking forward to it. Okay, and this one was our first one from Vermont. I was very excited to see this. It says, dear Romy, greetings from my favorite state to visit. There are many farms, cows, mountains, and even moose. I live in Connecticut, which is not too far from New Jersey. Enjoy the rest of your summer. Jenny in Connecticut. Love your Periscopes, Romaine. Thank you, Jenny. And thank you for sending us a postcard from a state we do not have yet. That is very exciting. So today, Romy and I were talking about all the states that we have collected on our map. I'm going to turn it around just a second so I can show you guys where we're at. Oh, it's always the part where I have to scoot across the floor, and my floor is uneven, so it's hard to do. Okay. All right, so here's where we're at. You can see that we've done pretty good up in the Northeast. It's kind of the middle of the country, and even on the West Coast that we're struggling with a little bit. These are the states that we still have a lot of holes in, like Idaho, Montana. How do we not have one from Montana yet? New Mexico, we have all those from Arizona, none from New Mexico. Alaska we need, North Dakota we need. Let's see, we need Louisiana, I think. Arkansas, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Indiana, Kentucky. We don't have one from West Virginia yet. Did I say Alabama? I think I did. We don't have one from New York or from Maine. And I think there might be some other little states in there too that we're missing, but I have to look. So there you go, guys. We still have a long way to go. Let me get back to the other side of the room. But we're getting there. We almost have all of the states. We're getting there pretty good. And Romy is very excited. She keeps asking about, like, Alaska. She's like, when are we going to get Alaska? And I said, I don't know. That one's going to be a hard one. Unless someone goes up there, like, on a cruise or something, which they shouldn't be doing until next summer with Derek and Romaine. I'm like, I don't know. We'll see if we can get Alaska. I don't know how many people watch my Periscope in Alaska, but maybe a few. There is one from Canada in there, Alan. There is one. I can't remember where in Canada it's from, but there is one. I can't help but shake my head. I know it's probably annoying to you guys, but it's kind of funny. It's a really goofy hat. Kind of makes my head itch, though, a little bit. Okay, let me see. Where are we at on time? Okay. That hat is adorable. Well, I'm glad you think so. Trucker Giddy got it for me for my collection of many hats. Many, many hats. Because evidently, according to Giddy, I need an entire wall full of hats. Would you like to see a couple that she sent recently? Like I have this blinged out crown hat. Hold on. I have so many hats, you guys. I have my I Heart Boobies hat. And my YOLO hat. I got a lot of hats now. And they're all for when I do my scopes. I bet that stretched your box big time. Okay, that's inappropriate. I don't know how I feel about that. My box is not stretched. Seems so inappropriate. Okay, well listen guys. That crown suits you. Thank you. Who are you calling a slut, Sumter Point? Who? I am going to go play some Gears. I feel like I need to kill some stuff. And for once this week, my wife and my child are not home. Iris is working late. Romy is at the babysitter. And I am home alone. And even though I still have a ton of work to do, I think I am going to call it a day and try to do some work tomorrow. But in the meantime, I want you guys to know, I miss you bitches. I'm sorry I didn't get to Periscope last night. I really do try to Periscope every night, but sometimes it's a little bit harder. MKW has an interview with NCL. Good luck. I hope you get the job. That'd be awesome. And then maybe you could join us on one of our cruises. So I'm going to go kill some stuff with my friends on my new Xbox. As soon as I figure out how to make my headset work. I don't know how to make my headset work with this, you know, new Xbox that I have. It's like a whole new world. Anyway, I'll figure it out. All right, so I will just say this. Bye, bitches. Kisses to my bitches. You know I love you. And I will try to talk to you guys sometime this weekend. I'm not sure. Maybe Saturday, maybe Sunday. Probably tomorrow night if I had to guess, because I'll be hanging out with my friends Jeff and Lauren at their house. And God knows there'll be shenanigans afoot at our outdoor movie/camping night. So be on the lookout for some crazy scoping tomorrow. And in the meantime, I will talk to you guys later. Love ya. Bye.